Hi, welcome back to Guardian Angel Resin Creations. Today I am going to do a little jar set. So I've got my little molds and they come with little lids. So this is what I made yesterday. And when I pulled it out of the little molds, it was really pale. And then the longer you leave it, the more color comes out of it. So I've done two of them. So two of them were done at exactly the same time with exactly the same eco resin. So I made up enough to do the two and the lids, and look how they've turned out. So I want to try and get that again. So they have their little lids that sit on. They don't sit on perfect, but they're not too bad. They're not meant to have a seal or anything like that. So I have got 700 grams of my eco powder. I have got 230 grams of my cold water out of the fridge. Now it's super cold, and I am going to give this a really good mix. I've put a little bit of water into this because it was just gluggy. So hopefully that is going to work. So I'm going to just pour that in. Let's make sure you can see. So I'm going to pour that in. Pour it all in. There we go. Give it a minute to bubble down the edges. And I will probably use my mixer for this today. So I'm going to get my longer one. Let's make sure it is clean and dust free. So let's give it a bang. I'll get my little mixer. So it's just a little one from Amazon, little rechargeable. So I'm just going to lift up the edges. Make sure that they are all wet. Blow out bubbles. Okay. Give that a mix around. The reason I'm going to mix this today is to make sure that all this colour is mixed in really well. So just make sure that is off all of the edges. And there we are. There we go, that's better. Make sure it's off the bottom. And there we go. So I'm going to, now I can't tell how many drops I put in yesterday because they were just sort of squirts of glubby mess. So we'll see today. So I'm going to do bubbles. Oops. So quite a large squirt. I don't care if it's a little bit brighter. Just drip that in there. Just get that on the edge there. We'll wipe that off probably. So I'm just gonna give that a mix. So it's a 3-speed mixer. So I will just make sure the bottom is all mixed. Alright, so you get the general idea. So I am going to just give it a bit more of a mix. So I'll pause you so you don't have to put up with the noise. Okay, that's all mixed in. So I'm going to bring that back down. I'm going to bring my little lids over. There we go. So this will probably marble in when I'm pouring it maybe, but that's okay. So I'm just going to make sure there's nothing at all on the base. There we are, nothing on the base. Oopsie. So, all right, pour that in. Just to the lip. Then we go again. Just to the lip. And I will show you a little trick when I pull these out. If you have the little edges on them if you've done sort of an under pour. Pour that in and just get a little bit more on these, because these lids, the bit that you can see is the actual top bit of it, so that doesn't matter if that domes a little bit. So pour that in, get it in up there, there we go. Scrape that all in. Okay, there we go. So I am absolutely so curious to see how these are going to turn out, whether they go like that or whether they stay the one colour. So I'll be back when it's time to demold. I'm just quickly going to just give these a bit of a tap. So I'm just gently just tapping them, just to make sure that there are no bubbles in the base. So there we go, just gentle tap, and you can see a little bit of that pink is coming to the top. So these are the referralCode casting powders pigment dyes. These are specially designed for the casting resins. So all right, I'll give that a bang, that a little bit of a bang, and I'll come back. Okie dokie, it's been probably about an hour. So let's demold, see how we go with these. Definitely a lot more colourful than the other ones. So we'll like that colour. And there we go, there's our lid for our big one. And then we have our lid for our little one. And then we'll do our little one first. And this just rolls down. These are super soft. Just rolls off. And then it just pulls out. There we go. Leave him upside down. Turn our mold inside out. Now I should, if I want to make some more of these, probably get some more molds, because I'm not sure how long they would last. And something in it, so pop that out. Just got a couple of little bubbles, but that's all right. It is handmade, so see how it dyes the soft plastic on it, where the heftier silicons that are like designed to make the garden things in, they don't seem to dye. So let's turn these over. That is pretty cool. Now this is how yesterday's one come out. Then after a couple of hours it went the two-tone. So I'm hoping that is going to do the same thing. But how cool are they? And I will seal them. I will just seal them in my matte sealer. You just squirt it on, give it a brush, and job done. If you want to seal it so it goes in a bathroom, or so that you can put anything in there, I did something the other day, and I resined in it and around it. Like, it didn't quite get in there because I had already pre-sealed it. So don't pre-seal if you want to put resin inside them. Or you can go back and have another go with that, but that's going to have succulents in it, so it needs to let some of the water out anyway. So I want to show you a little trick. Now I think I have dropped it up. It dropped on the ground. So with this, see how it's got that colour underneath? So these are still quite warm and still quite soft. This is just like a fly net that goes on your screens. So all you do is you just gently, very gently rub it around. So if you've got any of like your edges that you think might be a little bit sharp, all you do, if you can, hopefully you can see, I am just very softly going around and around with this. So there we go. So it's still got something in it, but I'm not going to worry about that. So that takes off the sharper edge of it. It's got the little lip, so you can make sure that they are flat. So we'll give this a go. So do it again, around and around, just like that. And I've just got it sitting on a bit of paper towel, then I'm not having to wipe up dust. You just screw up the paper towel and throw it away. So there we go. So see how it's got that heavy colour off? Because sometimes when you go to, if you don't seal it properly and you sit that on a bench, that colour's going to leach out if it gets wet. And I have a white kitchen bench, so I don't want that to happen. So here we go, round and round, just like that. There we go, that's taken all that excess colour off. So I might just do it again with this one. Just get rid of all that excess colour. Holding it, trying to hold the screen a little bit firm. There we go. That's taken a lot of it off. So that's made it nice and smooth. I'll give it a bit of a wipe with a bit of paper towel. Actually, I've got a damp cloth. Gently wipe over it with the damp cloth, and then plus that takes a bit of that colour off as well. So if you get to that before it's dry, you can actually get all that big colour off there. So there we go. So I'll give this one a wipe as well. See how it's just moving that top bit of colour off it. So I will just try not to make sure it's on your fingers, because you don't want to ruin your piece. There we are. So just going to gently wipe. The more I'm wiping with that, the more I'm moving the colour around, the less it's going to stain your benches. So there we go, I think that's fine. And then our top, so this is our lid, this is the top of our lid, so I'm just going to gently rub it around the edges, just to take that tiny little lip off. I am going to leave that colour on there, so sit him on there. Now they don't sit on there perfect. You know, they're Temu moulds. They're not meant to, well, they're meant to sit on there perfect, but they just don't. So I'm just going to just gently wipe that around, just like that. There we go. It just takes that little lip off that's on the edge there. If you want to, I will give it a bit of a wipe over. So see how the cloth is just taking that off? There we go. So I'm just, there we are. Just wipe that off. This is just a chucks, so I'm assuming you can get them all over the place. There we go, look at that. Pop that on there. So we'll just redo that one. Yeah, so that colour instantly come off, and we don't want that. So just change my cloth area. And there we are, that's better. That's not going to come off. You can wash them. Like, I'll seal them. So just move that thing out of the way. And then what I want to do, so they are still quite damp. So the lid will sit on there. It will not sit in there because it's not quite round there. And I'm sure, like with silicone, you could do that because you could sit the lid on while it's sort of still curing to make sure that's round. But with these, you can't. So I have got these, and I'm going to get a couple out. Now I can see, and you probably can't see, that this is getting more colour in the top of it the longer it is out of the mould. And then I have some hearts. So I'm going to put one with a love on it. And then I'm going to just put, those are a bit big for these ones, I think. Sorry, I just moved the camera, and then I think I'm going to use that heart. So grab our string, grab a pair of scissors, and work out where my string is, and then I will just work out that I need to cut to about there, just to make it easier to tie up. So then we have our little one, so it goes to about there. There we go. Move that out of the way. So then we get our little love. I'll put the big one on that one. So then we get our love. And then we get, this is just a little cardboard sign that says handmade with love. We put it on there, so you've got to make sure it's facing the same way as the sign. So it will turn around like that. So spin it around. Now sometimes my nails do get in the way, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just do the knot. I might have cut this one a little bit too short. My nails are getting in the way today. Do that over, pull that through. Now I'm actually going to put it on there. Hopefully it will go on. I don't really want to waste all of my string. Get on there, pop that over, and then get the bit of string and just tighten that bit of string. So, and then I bring the string around the front and then put that there, and then I bring my little love sign around there and pop him on there. So if people want to, they can take this little cardboard piece off and they can just have the little love sign on there. So let's try it with our bigger one, and pop him in there. And then we pop the little thing out through there. Now I did make this one longer, so it will be a lot easier. Make sure our sign is around the right way. Come over here, and now I can, that one I can actually just take this string off, seal them, and put the string back over it because they're not done up too tight. So let's do that one up, and just pop that over there. There we go. The hindrance of long nails sometimes. Yeah, nearly got it. Gotcha. Alrighty. So then bring that one around there without scratching up my brand new container here. There we go. Just gently bring them to my knot. So gently bring that around there. And there we go. So just push that down under there. There we go, that's how I want them. So I'm going to actually just move this around here. Bring that around there. Bring my little love over this side. Let's put him there. And there, that's better. Put our little lids on. Sit them in there, give them a little bit of a push. And there we go. So there we go. There's our little containers. So I will come out in a couple of hours. Like, I'm not going to take photos of these. Probably it is Saturday now. I will probably wait until Monday until they're totally dry, until the colours have come out in these, and then I will take some photos. So you can see that it has got even colour on that at the moment. So hopefully we'll get totally different to what we got. But when I stand back, I can see the difference in the colour. Hopefully you'll be able to see it on the telly as well. So thank you so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hit the like button. Let me know what you think. Thank you to all of my lovely subscribers. I really do appreciate you watching and subscribing and making all of your lovely comments. So let me know what you think. Hit the like button. Let me know what colours you want to see. So alrighty, so thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time, and be safe. Alrighty, it has been a couple of hours since I did this, and look at the difference in the colour. It has got the wow now. You'll have to excuse this being a little bit shaky because I am holding it because I want to show you close up. The colours, the more it dries, the more colour you get, and it's just fantastic. So I want to bring you out in the sun, so I'll pause you and walk out into the... Alrighty, so sorry about that. So I've just brought you out into the sun. Look at the colours in that. How very cool are they? I love how it goes from light to pink, especially on the lid. Look at that. That has definitely got the wow factor. There we go. It is absolutely amazing. So alrighty, I'm going to walk back into the shade. Just walk you back. I might get a fingerprint on it. Maybe when I pulled it out earlier I might have got a fingerprint. So there we go. Absolutely fantastic. And the more it dries, the more colour will come out. So there we go. So thank you so very much for watching. Thank you to all of my lovely subscribers. I really do appreciate you all. So please hit the like button. Let me know what you think. Make comments. Let me know what other colours I can try, because these are just fantastic. So alrighty, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time, and be safe. Okay, so I just wanted to show you it. I did these on Saturday. It is now Tuesday, so it's been 4 days, and I wanted to show you the difference that the colour has gone. So these have faded to a really pale pink with sort of a pinky top. Not sure whether you can see it. I have got it out in the full sun. You can see some of the pink coming out in it. And I wanted to show you also the ones that I did the day before that. So look at the difference in the colour in those. Sorry about the camera moving a smidge. I'm doing this in the sun so that you get the full effect. So look at the difference in the colours in them. So they're sort of even more two-toned than those ones. So the longer you leave them, the different colours come out. So I did some yellow ones and some purple ones the other day, or I did not in this mould, so I can't compare, but the yellows have stayed the same. So I will try different colours in this mould and see what it does. So there we go. So they're my ones from the other day. There we go. So I just thought I would show you to just compare what they look like when you bring them out of the mould to what they look like a few days later. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time, and be safe.